A record number of Americans are booking a one-way ticket out of the US and moving to Europe. Frustrated by Trump's polarizing politics and the US's high cost of living, they're applying for citizenship in European countries.
What do you think, given the current political climate in America, do you think immigrants are worried, anxious, scared? What's your view?
I think that if their legal status isn't settled, if they don't have citizenship, they have every reason to be worried. Yeah, they have to be afraid about what's happening, especially if they watch the news and they see all these immigrants being deported. You know, people who are nearly through the immigration process, the citizenship process. They're going to court to get everything settled, or to the immigrant, whatever it is, whatever agency they go to. Some of them have been snatched right there and, you know, taken to jail and then deported, and that's just disgusting. They've already done everything right. This country's always said that, you know, they only want people to come here the right way, as they say, not illegally, and they've done all that. But still, because they're not white, or if they're white and have a political perspective that disagrees with Trumpism, then they still are in danger of being deported. So and even so, 10 people who were fully citizens, I'm told, have been deported.
So you're talking about American citizens? American
citizens. Most likely they were born abroad and they became citizens, but that didn't matter. They were swept up and deported anyway.
Were they black?
I don't know. I read about that, but it didn't. The article I read didn't go into the specifics of who they were. I know that one of them, at least one or two of them, were Hispanic, but I don't know about all of them.
So do you think the immigrant in America, are they anxious, worried, or excited?
I think they have to be worried now.
Why do they have to be worried?
Because Donald Trump is a racist, and he wants to make America a white-only country, a majority white country for the foreseeable future. He was elected because for years now it's been projected that soon America's going to be, which means that no one group will be the majority. White folk won't be the majority group anymore. They would still be like 38%, I think it was said, of the population, the largest ethnic group, but they wouldn't have a solid majority of 50+%. And so that's what this whole thing is about, to stop that from occurring, to get rid of Hispanics, who are the largest growing group, or have been the largest growing group. And I don't know what they have in store for black people, but it doesn't look good to me for black people, because they're erasing our history. They've made it legal to segregate again and to deny services to black people like it used to be. And I don't know, to take away our past and that, you know, restrict us in the present, it just makes me wonder what they have planned for the future. So it doesn't look good for anybody.
Good. So the recent report shows that 50,000 Americans, more than 50,000 Americans, are moving out of the US every week. Why do you think they are moving out?
Like recently? Well,
yes.
I would probably, the recent political climate, I feel like things are going a certain way that a lot of people like to get out before it gets to a certain point, you know? It's kind of a lot, I think it's a lot of like, I don't know, it's like if you look at like history and stuff, it's like get out while you still can type of thing, that's what I think at least. So, you know, not to make this like super uber political, but...
Are you thinking of getting out?
If it's feasible, yeah. If it's feasible, yeah. I kind of think that America is starting to go down a certain path of starting to look like some other stuff that has happened before in the past, and it's a little scary. And it's like, I feel like we're kind of living in a free dictatorship right now. So, yeah.
So when you think about the future, are you optimistic, hopeful, despondent?
For America?
Yes.
I'm not very optimistic.
You're not optimistic?
No.
And is it because of the current political climate?
Yeah. it's like there's a lot going on to the point where it's like I feel like we are kind of living in like a George Orwell's like we're living in 1984. It seems like, and it seems like we're turning into like it very much reminds me of like Germany in the 30s. You know, like leading up to it's just what it seems like. You know, there's like it's like basically like whites in America are starting to be non-existent.
You have friends who have non-white friends.
I do.
And do you think that they feel excited, anxious, or worried about the current political climate?
I would say anxious.
Anxious.
Yeah.
Why are they anxious?
I think a lot of friends that I have that are from like other countries, and like I was saying, I go to a school that's very diverse.
Yeah. Why do you think record numbers of Americans are moving out of their country?
Probably because the current political climate is a little dicey.
Okay.
All things considered, I don't think it's insane to say that. But I think maybe other countries are just providing better opportunities than America is right now.
So you think politics is contributing to why Americans are moving out of the country?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. And are you happy with, do you feel optimistic, hopeful, or despondent about the future of this country?
I mean, I like to be an optimist, so you know, I think after a rocky road, I think we can make it back.
Okay. So that means you feel everything is going to be okay, but are you happy with the way things are going in America right now?
Not really. No.
Why?
Just seeing the news every day sort of makes my heart drop.
Okay.
I won't go into specifics, but that's about it.
What is your understanding why Americans are moving away from the country?
He's a dickhead.
Who?
Trump. Nobody likes him for the most part. They're tired of his bullshit. They want somebody who's fair, somebody who's actually going to be an actual good person in office.
Nobody likes him, but he got the highest mandate for a Republican.
Well, he did, but I think even further than that, he's brainwashing people.
How?
He's telling them what they want to hear, creating fear, dividing fear. And it's easy to conquer people when they're scared to death.
So you think the question I'm asking is that this guy won Democratic election,
Yeah.
the highest mandate from a Republican.
Yeah.
That means he's popular, right?
He's popular with a lot of people that are idiots.
Okay. Why are Americans now moving outside the US?
I think they're tired of the bullshit. They're tired of the bullshit within our government. They say they're going to do shit, then they don't do it. They take our money, disappears, goes nowhere, and the same people get reelected that shouldn't be there, in my opinion.
But he's just starting though. He hasn't even been there for a year.
Yeah, well, he's already trying to impose his own will. He's trying to be a dictator, in my opinion.
Are you hopeful, optimistic, or despondent about the future of America?
I'm hopeful. I think we'll learn from this. We should. I hope we learn from it. We should.
Okay.
Another chance to hope.
Do you think that the institutions that you have, because even the media, now there's fear in the media,
Yeah.
the judiciary is under his control,
Yeah.
the Congress is dominated by one party, Trump's party.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any checks and balances?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they had the next year is the midterms.
Yeah.
So the people that voted for him, if they don't feel like they're actually getting a fair chance to have their voice heard, they can vote against him. So I mean, there's always hope, for sure.
Good.
So if the people in the Senate and in the House, if it flip-flops or you have one House that's Republican, one's Democrat, they'll have to figure shit out together. Otherwise, nothing will get done.
I never thought I would live to see the day when those that participated in peaceful, lawful gathering will be arrested on the soil of America for taking part in peaceful protests. American citizens have been arrested, even those who are currently going through cancer treatment have not been spared. There's an attack on the press. Some have argued that people in North Korea have more freedom than people in the United States of America currently. Some have also argued that fascism has finally arrived in the shores of America. Do you agree? Leave your views in the comment section. For those who are currently in hiding, may God give you the strength to bear what you are going through, and may you see light at the end of the tunnel. Why do you think record numbers of Americans are moving out?
Maybe a lot of them are finally waking up.
Waking up to what?
They can live better outside of the United States.
The current political climate, what is happening in the White House.
But yeah, that was horrible.
Do you think that is contributing to it in any way?
I'm sure.
How do you feel today as an American about the future of your country? Hopeful, despondent, anxious?
But right now, I want my country to change the way it is right now. I don't like who's in office. Hopefully that person will get out of office and start representing America. Well, not necessarily him, but America will start being at least represented the way it was in the past, and hopefully better.
So that means, are you anxious or pessimistic about the future?
I think I've always been anxious, but I've always hoped for the best. Right now, with who's in office, I don't hope for the best.
Do you think he hates black people?
Hate? I'm not sure. His actions have shown me different.
What has his actions shown
Some
you?
of his policies. And then also some of the people that I guess I'm going to say necessarily he hasn't shown, but people that are against what I'll call people of color, who have aligned himself with him, he has not separated himself from them.
Okay. So that means that when the former guy was there, how did you feel more hopeful?
Yes.
So it sounds like the way you vote blue.
I'm going to say yes to that also. However, I've always voted not necessarily by color. I voted for whoever I felt was going to do more for people who had less than I have.
Okay.
Because I always felt as though if the people who have less do better, I'm going to do better.
Okay. Every week, more than 50,000 Americans are moving out of the United States, moving abroad. Why do you think they are moving abroad?
Ma'am, device 271.
You have no clue? Some people said it's to do with the president. Are you his fan? Are you how would you rate him?
He's an asshole.
Nassau?
He's an asshole.
He's not doing a good job? But some people said Americans voted for him. You didn't? Okay.
Popular vote did not vote him.
You're not voting that. Okay.
The electoral college did.
Okay. Why do you think that a lot of Americans are moving out of the United States?
Because of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. They let the wrong people get inside the office. Just being real. They did. Because he really don't care about nobody but money. As you see what they doing. They're really trying to mess up the whole United States, in my mind. And he trying to stop stuff from going on. But he do got a positive thing going on though, like trying to get the United States out of debt. I feel him on that because we was in debt a lot.
No, hang on. Let me tell you something. Today,
Yes,
the
sir.
United States has more than 27 trillion debt. Now, there is a bill in Congress right now that Trump is just asked Republicans to sign. If that bill is signed, it will add more debt to the
United
national
States.
debt. So the debt is going up, not down.
Oh, it's going up?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why he need to get out the office. He making stuff get worse and worse. And he only care about, and to be honest, he only care about the rich to me, to be real. I feel like he really don't care about the poor like that. He only care about the rich. Because if you he just departed a person from jail, Larry Hoover.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he only care about the people that's big time, with money. He don't seem like he really care about the people, that's doing bad in life for poor. Because there's a lot of homeless people in the USA. It's a lot. a lot of homeless people that I feel like y'all got so much money, y'all can at least help. You can build shelters around different cities, at least 3 or 4 shelters. Because it's a lot of money. Y'all giving NFL players millions, basketball 100 millions, baseball players billions. Feel like it's
So you think that's why a lot of Americans are moving out?
Yeah. Feel like they moving out to food too. He poisoning the food. There's a lot of stuff going on with the food out here. It's not real food no more. So I really feel like a lot of that going on.
It is very, very clear from speaking to cross sections of Americans that it feels like there is tension in the air. I've been coming to the US for many years. In fact, I used to live in the US. It doesn't feel like the US. This is the first time I'm speaking to Americans and people don't want to talk. People just don't want to talk because they are mindful of the repercussion of expressing their views in public. It doesn't feel like America. It feels